If you could live completely aligned with your authentic nature, how would your life change? Imagine moving through each day, making decisions that feel connected for you, engaging with the world in a way that honors your unique design, and experiencing the signature emotions of peace, satisfaction, success, or surprise. I'm Mark Roach. Welcome to Transcendent, my YouTube channel where I share my journey around the world through life, crossing the wide spectrum of human experience. This channel is all about inspiring common people to find their power, and today we're exploring the practical application of human design, how to actually use this knowledge to transform your daily life. As you've heard me say, human design isn't just about understanding yourself, it's about controlling your attention and directing it to what truly matters, living authentically. As we explore practical applications, remember that you have more power than you think. You're not just gathering information, you're embarking on an experiment in consciousness that can fundamentally transform your experience of life. Human design isn't meant to be merely intellectual, it's an experiment in consciousness. The real value comes not from understanding the concepts, but from living them. Here's how to begin the process. First, honor your type and strategy. This is the foundation of the experiment. If you're a generator, wait to respond rather than initiating. If you're a projector, wait for recognition and the invitation to the big things in life. If you're a manifester, inform before you act. If you're a reflector, wait through a lunar cycle before making major decisions. Second, make decisions through your authority and not your mind. Now, your mind is an amazing tool for gathering information, but it's not designed to know what's correct for you. That wisdom resides in your authority, whether it's emotional, sacral, splenic, ego, self-projected, or lunar. Now, I want to pause here and address something that's really important. You might be thinking this sounds really simple in theory, but how do I actually implement this in my complex life? Well, as you've heard me talk about the movie metaphor before about being a movie editor, the best editing just, isn't about cutting things and piecing them together. It's about telling people and guiding them in how they feel. And similarly, living your life, your design, isn't just about following dogmatic rules. It's about aligning with your authentic nature so that your life flows with less resistance. The question isn't about how do I perfectly follow human design like a robot, but how can I experiment with these principles in a way that really works for my life? When you think like that, the experiment becomes practical, flexible, and immediately applicable. Let me give you a real life example. Maria, who is a projector with emotional authority, had always struggled with burnout and feeling unappreciated. She began experimenting with waiting for invitations and recognition before sharing her wisdom, and waiting through her emotional wave before making important decisions. The changes weren't immediate or perfect. She still sometimes initiated or made emotional decisions, but gradually her life transformed. She found herself in roles where her insights were valued, relationships where she felt seen, and she had she began operating with a level of energy that she hadn't experienced before. The experiment wasn't about perfection, but about progressive alignment with her design. Then third, recognize and release these not self behaviors. Stop betraying yourself. The not self or the self betrayal is who we've become through conditioning by trying to be someone that you're not. Each type has a specific signature of self-betrayal, or a not-self theme, as Ra put it. Anger for the manifester, frustration for generators, bitterness for projectors, and disappointment for reflectors. When you notice these emotions arising, they are signposts indicating that you're not following your strategy and authority, that you're betraying yourself. Your life is out of alignment. You're on a path, you're off your path. Instead of suppressing those feelings, use them as valuable feedback that you're off track. And then fourth, understand and be good to yourself, because deconditioning takes time. A lot of these patterns were conditioned and take years, if not decades, to uncover and correct. We've spent decades building these not self or self-betraying patterns, and they're supported by much of society. And they don't just disappear overnight. The complete process is complicated. And, you know, they say this stuff about cellular renewal takes about 7 years. So be patient with yourself as you're living with your design. Fifth, apply human design in your relationships. Understanding someone else's design may help you honor their nature rather than projecting your expectations onto them. A generator partner needs time to respond. A projector partner needs recognition before they can share their wisdom. A manifestor partner needs space for independence. A reflector partner needs patience through their lunar cycle. Then six, consider your environment and your work. Human design reveals environments where you thrive and the type of work that's aligned with your energy. Generators need work that engages their sacral response. Projectors need recognition for their insights rather than their productivity. Manifestors need freedom to initiate without micromanagement. Reflectors need varying environments that support their sampling nature. Finally, remember that human design is an experiment. It's not a belief system. It's not dogmatic. You don't need to accept anything on faith here. Try following your strategy and authority for just a week. Notice what changes. The proof is in your life, in your lived experience. The shift from your self-betrayal or your not-self theme toward your signature emotion where you feel like yourself. The ultimate goal isn't to become an expert in human design terminology or to be able to tell others how to live, but to live your life as your authentic self. The system is simply a tool to help you recognize and release the conditioning that's preventing you from being truly who you are. Now, before I wrap up, I want to let you know that I've created a practical guide with specific exercises for implementing human design in your daily life. For the first 100 people who download it, it's completely free. Just click the link on the description below. Now, in our final video, the next video, we'll explore advanced concepts in human design, the deeper layers that reveal the full complexity and beauty of your unique design. Until then, experiment with following your strategy and authority and notice how life responds. I'm Mark Roach, wishing you peace on your journey toward transcendence and all the best.